Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. New day, new tumbler project. Yes, it's foil time again. That's right, the foils are back.
And you're gonna be in trouble.
I did say in my last video that I would be using another one in an upcoming video, and this is the one I was talking about. So the first thing I need to do is get my cup ready. I'm using my Artsyville Embellishments foil adhesive that I got from Artistic Painting Studio. The foil is also from Artistic Painting Studio. I'm going to take a little bit out of the jar here. I'm going to add a little water to it. Thin it down just a little so it goes on as smoothly as possible. Got a fluffy makeup brush. And I'm going to paint it on. This is a 30 Skinny Straight tumbler from Makerflow. I sanded it, washed it, spray painted it black. And hopefully that will produce a nice backdrop for the foil we are going to use in this video. I'm going to put it onto my paper towel holder. I'll meet you back here in about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, we're back. It's been about an hour. The glue is dried. It's very tacky. So here's the foil I'm going to be using this time, and tell me this isn't so cool. This is called Wild Thing. And unlike the last one I used, which was a purple, blue, and pink snakeskin that was completely see-through, so you had to be careful which side was which. This is more like what I'm used to, which is it's opaque. So this is obviously the side that goes against whatever you're putting the foil onto. And the clear shiny side is the backing paper, basically, the plastic that the design is adhered to right now. So this will become clear when we're done, if we're lucky. So I'm gonna put it down. And I'm gonna put the cup on it, I'm gonna roll it up, and we're gonna hope and pray for the best here, because this is where things usually start going wrong for me. I'm going to try and start right at the edge, because one of my problems is I put it down a little here, and then this starts to flip up and it gets stuck, and all things just go wrong after that point. So start it down here. Keep that flat, and give her a roll. Hey, that's probably my best one yet. God, that's so sad. Isn't that pathetic? Hang on, let me get my brush. I'm not prepared. Well, of course, I can't find my scrub brush that I have for this, but this will work. The idea is it just provides an extra bit of oomph to try and convince the foil design to leave the backing plastic and stick to the tumbler. Now, I know when Jen does hers, she specifically tries to keep from having a straight line, which is an obvious seam, but seams really don't bother me all that much. Most of my cups end up having seams in one form or another, so I've just given up worrying about it. All right, let's see how this looks. Look, it's working. Look at that. Wow, this released beautifully. That is so cool. Oh, look how clear that is. I have one spot. That's really, oh my God. You guys, look at that. That is flipping gorgeous. I'm going to do the bottom. If any of the clear plastic gets on a spot where you painted the artistic foil adhesive that doesn't have foil on it yet, the plastic will stick to it and actually pull the adhesive off. And there's nothing you can do except paint more in. That's why I usually end up getting out the Aleene's Tack It Over and Over glue, which only takes 15 minutes to dry and works okay for very small spots. So I can still repair this. So I need to add more adhesive there and there. And then the other thing I want to do is around the edge. Get out the Aleene's, tack it over and over. There we go. All right. Come back in 15 minutes and we'll see if we can touch this up, and then it'll be time to go on to the sealer step. All righty, the Aleene's is dried. Yay! Ta-da! I will put this on a turner and I will seal it with Counterculture DIY's Quick Coat, their urethane sealer. I found this to be the best sealer for foils because it seals them in and leaves them looking exactly like they are now. It doesn't dull them, which spray sealers can, in my experience. It can dull the foil a little bit. So this leaves it looking as beautiful as it is right now, but it keeps the resin from repelling from the foils, causing fish eyes or divots or craters or whatever you want to call them. So I'm going to do that. And we're back. Okay, this now has a layer of resin over it to protect everything we've done so far. And here's what I want to do next. I have these liquid micas. If you haven't seen the video where I first used these, I will link it below. But I want to try dry brushing with these because that's how I originally saw them being used. I just want to put a little bit of gold and silver accent on this tumbler. I hate experimenting with something I don't want to ruin, but we're going to give it a try. And the trick to dry brushing is to dip just a little... Well, you got to get some on there. Got to get something on there. And then tap off any extra. And then just a hint. I just want a hint. I don't want it all over. I just want it in a few spots. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I also have a decal I want to put on. I'm gonna let this dry first, so I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back, and the paint has had plenty of time to dry on here. So now I want to apply a decal, or a saying. The name of this vinyl through a contest that Artistic Painting Studios had is Wild Thing. That's the one they went with. And now that I can't get that song out of my head, I figured I'd just run with it. So I didn't do an offset for this. It might not be particularly visible, but that's actually okay because it's really this pattern of the foil that matters. So I'm just going to put this kind of in the middle here. You make my heart sing. Even if you can't see it, that's what it says. All right, I'm going to put a layer of resin over the whole thing and we're going to be done. Next time you see this, we should be out in the sunshine. Here we go.